So for today's lab, we're going to be doing skin fold measurements. So this is a pretty easy procedure. It's a really great way to test body fat percentage. It can be a little uncomfortable for clients because there is a lot of pinching. So you just want to talk with your client and let them know what's going to happen, what they can expect. That way you can get a good measurement. It tends to be more accurate than just circumference measurements, so that's a good plus side to it. The big things that usually go wrong with this test is that tends to be operator error. They just don't read the skin folds right. So there's a bunch of different areas that need to be measured, and then what you do after that is you put them into an equation that decides what their body fat percentage is. So we're just going to start at one and then keep going. So we're going to start at the triceps. The triceps is a vertical fold. Make sure their arm is hanging loosely. So with triceps, you want to go right between the acromion process, which is right here above their shoulder, and right in between that and the olecranon process, which is essentially the elbow. So you want to be right in between, vertical fold. You want to read the number as soon as you pinch it, which is right at 15, and then mark it down.
It's 15.
Okay. So next we're going to do the chest. So for the chest, you want to go right in between the axillary crease right here and the nipple. So right in the middle of the two. We'll get another reading on that one. Usually when you go through this, you want to get at least 2 readings on each one, but cycle through even if you get a bad reading, because you want to let the skin kind of go back to where it was. So we'll redo that one here in a second, and we're going to move on to the mid-axillary. So the way this one works, you have what's called a mid-axillary line that runs right down here, and you want to get this right at the level of the sternum. Okay. So next we're going to do the subscapular. This is about 2 centimeters lower than the bottom of the scapula. This can be kind of a hard place to find, so just a good rule of thumb is just have your client reach their arm up above them and force the scapula out. Okay, you can relax. Now this is a diagonal fold. Is 13. Okay. So next we're going to do the suprailiac. So the way this one is, it's at the superior, right superior of the iliac crest. This is a diagonal fold. Alright, next we're going to do the abdominal. This is a really easy one, just 2 centimeters over from the umbilicus. Okay. Next we'll do the biceps. This is a vertical fold. You want it right in the belly of the bicep, right at the kind of the max circumference. It's going to be about 1 centimeter above where you got the triceps at. Five. Okay. So next we're going to do the thigh. So go ahead and put your foot up there. So for the thigh, it's going to be in the interior midline, right in between the top of the patella and the inguinal crease. So about halfway. $18. All right. So last, we're going to do the calf. So the calf is a little bit of a weird, kind of an awkward one to get, but it's on the medial midline at the maximal circumference of the calf. So right here. Okay. So again, when you're doing these, you want to go through at least 2 times, just to make sure your readings are exactly the same and they're not different in any way. So earlier, when I was doing this chest, I didn't get a good reading, so we're going to redo that one. So again, it's just right between the crease and the nipple. So once you have all those, it's really easy. There are certain calculations. Each one uses a different number of measurements for it. They're all pretty accurate, and you'll be good to go.